Alright everybody, welcome to another episode of Reality Roundtable. Today I have a special guest with me. He is half of the future global empire that is Jetlag TV.
You know it.
You know, future media mogul himself.
You know it.
TopflightRento. I appreciate you for joining me today, man.
You know it, man. It's the one and only, the man, the myth, the legend, the GOAT, all this and all that. You feel me? Young Top Flight. We in here. Gang.
Yes, sir. Now, you created Jetlag TV like 3 years ago, right?
It's going on 4 years. It'll be 4 years in April. 4 years, yeah. It'll make 4 years in April. I started 2016. So yeah, going on 4 years.
All right, now how did the concept of Jetlag TV come to fruition? Like, what made you want to start that?
Well, I was already into like journalism and stuff, but I was more so into. So my homeboy Sly, I'm sure everybody heard of Buzz Wars or whatnot too. That's another media platform. And so I was writer for Buzz Wars or whatnot, and you know, they started getting more into like music or whatnot in Buzz Wars. Well, it originated with music over in Buzz Wars. He just wanted to integrate sports, but you know, being a part of that, I just kind of started falling in love with the whole process and everything, and he wanted to take a different direction and just keep it geared strictly for music, and he kind of took a break off of Buzz Wars for a little minute. So during that time, I'm like, you know, I ain't want to stop. So I was like, man, I feel like I need to, you know, create my own little platform. And I was doing like ciphers, and I had like a little documentary series going on that was, you know, music oriented and everything. So I mean, I just went from there, to be honest.
Now with all that being said, see, my first experience with Jetlag was my sophomore year in college, which was like 2 years ago. We was in the ABJ meeting, Association of Black Journalists.
Facts.
It's now NABJ, National Association of Black Journalists, and you were sitting behind me.
Yeah.
And we were just talking about basketball that day.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, we walk out the meeting. I overhear you talking about how you had your own platform. So, you know, I started wondering, like, what was it? And you had told me about the app that you had.
Right.
Next thing you know, like, I check out the app, and I find myself impressed. Like, it made me like want to hang with you more because, you know,
Word.
I see, because, you know, when I see somebody, you know, doing something,
Right.
you know, on their own, you know, it makes me want to get around them, because if I see somebody winning, it's gonna make me want to win. You know, you hang around winners.
That's how it is. You're supposed to stay around people that's gonna make you want to elevate yourself. You know what I'm saying? You want to be around people that's gonna make you want to be better. You don't never want to be around people that's gonna be and I don't want to like downplay anybody might be around, but you just don't want to be around people who you might feel is like lesser, or not even lesser. That's not even the correct word, because you, like I said, you never want to downplay other people, but just like their focuses and their mindset and what they want out of life don't align with like what you want out of life. You know what I'm saying? I feel like any room that you step in, you should be the dumbest one in the room. You feel me? Because you want everybody around you to help elevate you. You feel me? In some way, shape, or form. So that's definitely the correct way to go about things, bro. I'm the same way. So,
And like, piggybacking off that, like, it's not like that you don't want to be around them. It's just that you don't want to be around them during times like when you want to like be creative, you want to get things done. You don't want to spend major time around them. Like, you want to spend major time around, you know, people who are out there, you know, trying to do something for themselves, trying to go after it.
Yeah, that's how it is. I don't know if am I supposed to cuss on here or not.
Bro, it's my show. I can do
Okay,
whatever.
my bad. But yeah, that's how it is. That's definitely how it is. You 100% right though. 100% right. Like, you just want to be around good energy, positive energy all the time. You want to be around people that's gonna make you want to do better, make you want to go get some more money, make you want to go achieve your goals, make you just want to, you know what I'm saying, do better for you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people get discouraged being around certain people like that though. You know what I'm saying? It take a strong minded person to know that they in a room full of people, or know that they're hanging around people that's either in the position they want to be, or in the position they like could dream of. And it takes a strong minded person to not get prideful around those people or not to get discouraged around those people, if you get what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Because it's easy to be around somebody that's, let's say for instance, I was hanging around a multi-millionaire every day, driving a Ferrari, this, that, and the third, but at the same time they was 24 years old, just like me. You get what I'm saying? It's easy for me to be like, man, bro, what the hell? Like, I can't even, why I ain't got no Ferrari? You know what I'm saying? Why I ain't no multi-millionaire? What I'm doing wrong with my life?
Yeah.
But, you know, you can look at the other side. You can be like, bro, out here getting it. Like, what I got to do? Like, tell me how I get it. You know, ain't no feeling sorry for myself. Like, show me the way. Give me the blueprint. So, you know, that's how it should be.
Like, when you started with Jetlag, you have a partner, Caleb.
Dub, my boy Dub. Now I wish if we went to the studio, this is my apologies to Dub whenever he hear this. If we was in the studio, he definitely would have been a part of this interview. But maybe one day we'll get both of us on there for sure.
I don't feel like this is our last interview, bro.
Yeah,
I don't feel like
it won't be.
But nah, like having Caleb like as a partner in this, like, how do you two like bounce off like ideas for each other? Like, how do you two like make things smoother when it comes to like dealing with this whole brand thing?
Shoot, when it comes to like being a partner, I feel like it's me and him. It only makes sense. Like, if you knew his personality, and like you know my personality, any one of our friends, like we got, of course, a similar group of friends. Like, you know, the people he hang around is like people I would hang around too. The people he grew up with is people I grew up with too. So they know the both of us. If you ask them about like, you know, do we make a good fit? Everybody gonna be like, man, hell yeah. Like, if you know Dub and you know Rento, like it only makes sense because we one thing that he said that really, you know, made sense. He was like, we disagree so good. You know what I mean? Like we might got an idea, or he might got an idea and I got an idea, and it might not match, but we like, okay, well, shoot, okay, how can we meet in the middle for this that happen both ways? You get what I mean? Like, for instance, I don't know, let's say like with the award show, I might be like, bro, we need to get X, Y, and Z to perform. He be like, man, no, bro, we need to get such and such to perform. And I'm just like, okay, well, you know what I'm saying? Maybe we can get both of them to perform together or something like that. Like, come up with some crazy idea to make it all work. So, yeah, we disagree very well, if that makes any sense.
Like, since you two are like real close friends, like, how do you two like differentiate like how when you need to like talk like personal with each other or like just talk strictly business? Like, how do you two differentiate?
It's crazy because me and Dub, I mean, we always been cool, but we ain't never really been close until like Jetlag came around, to be honest. Like, we wasn't never like tight knit like we are now. You feel me? Like, I probably talk to him 2-3 times a day now. High school, growing up, I ain't even know him in middle school. Well, I don't remember when I met Dub, to be honest, but growing up, like I said, we was around the same people, but I ain't know him like that, and we wasn't really, he went to the rival high school, you know what I mean? Like, literally the crosstown rival. Like, we probably grew up talking shit to each other, you know what I'm saying? So, but I don't know. I really don't know. I think it's just all in one, to be honest. Like, we just two real ones at the end of the day. So it's like, we'll never let business come in between what we got going on personally, first and foremost. And we just got respect, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day. As long as like the respect is there, he's an upstanding man, I am too. Like, we just recognize real at the end of the day. So I mean, it's never no problems. Like, it's never any problems between differentiating business and personal, because, I mean, shoot, with the relationship is there personally. As long as the relationship is there personally and the respect is there personally, anybody can do business. You feel me?
So once y'all like get together, the egos just go out the window right then and there.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think either one of us even got an ego, anyway. You know what I'm saying? I mean, every man got somewhat of an ego, but like, I don't think either of us ever I have like an ego clashing problem. You know what I mean? I don't think it'll ever be a time where I try to like hang my nuts on him, or he try to hang his nuts on me. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, it's respect all the way across the board. You know what I'm saying? Anything, any input he got, I'm gonna listen to it and I'm gonna respect what he got to say, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it's certain times where he's adamant about something and I'm adamant about something, and you know, like I said, bro, we just disagree so well. Like, we gonna listen at the end of the day and try to figure out like what's the best way for us to make whatever we talking about work.
Man, that's what's up. But earlier you talked about the award show y'all had. Like, how did y'all come up with the concept of having a Jet Lag TV award show?
I had did like a YouTube video 2016, like the end of 2016. It really was just like, you know what I'm saying, I'm just gonna do a video just giving people in Spartanburg like superlatives, almost like who was the rapper this year, you know, the best rapper. It was just like on some YouTube type shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then like the next year, I think that's when me and Dub like actually became partners for real. And yeah, I was just telling him like, bro, we need to do this live, you know what I'm saying? And we had probably just a few months to make it happen. I was like, bro, let's just do it, and we just did it, bro. It was just something that was just impulse, and it worked, to be honest.
Hey, that's another thing, like, the fact that y'all just sat there and y'all just said do it, and you just got it done, like, did that give you, like, motivation to, like, want to come back and do it even better the next year?
Oh, definitely. Like, it has to be better every year, you know what I mean? It has to be better, but that's just the way we work, bro. He worked the same way, and it's those similarities in both of us that make us such good partners. Like, when it's time to go, all right, it's what's up, we doing it, you know, 100%, 110%. Like, ain't no lacking, ain't no none of that. Like, we either gonna do it or we don't. You know, it's the same way with the studio too. Like, all right, it's time to put up or shut up at the end of the day, and that's just how it goes. Like, when we say we doing something, we do it, and so far it's been so good. When you said we gonna do something, it fell off yet. So.
And then, like, when it comes to Jet Lag, like, I like how y'all don't, like, just keep it about music. Like, the fact that you have an interview series, you do the whole music thing, you have a clothing line, you put on events. Right. Like, what does that versatility come from inside of you?
I think that's just me, bro, to be honest. I think that's just who I've always been. Literally, my whole life has just been about versatility. Like, I grew up playing every sport, you know what I'm saying? I was good in baseball, football, and basketball, you know what I'm saying? I went to damn near every elementary school in the city, you know what I'm saying? So I had to like diversify my friends and stuff like that. I got a view of every style from every part of the city, you know what I'm saying? Whether you was from the south, the west, the north, you know, whatever part you was from, I integrated in some type of way. My parents versatile too, you know what I'm saying? Like, you never know what you're gonna get with them. You know, they got their own personalities, but they definitely not predictable human beings. You get what I mean? So I think they just come from just who I am at the end of the day. Like, it's just an expression of me.
And you speak about diversifying yourself. You went to college at the University of South Carolina. How did you going to college help you, like, when it came to the whole Jet Lag business and when it comes to diversifying yourself?
I would say it opened my eyes to I guess different outlooks. Like, in college you see so many different people and so many different cultures and stuff like that. You realize that what you saw growing up is so much different than what the world got to offer. You know what I'm saying? Like, even in my city, I seen a good bit of everything. But even in college, I can't say that I was surprised by anything I saw, just for the simple fact I saw almost everything growing up. But what college opened me up to was the fact that, you know, you really got to look at each person like as an individual. You know what I mean? And that goes into business too, because I feel like when it comes to business, one of the biggest things that you can learn is relationship building. And no matter what, like, you got people that try to create formulas for shit like that, for relationship building, for networking, and it don't never work out like that. You got to be authentic. You got to be organic with it. Like, if you gonna try to build a relationship with somebody, you gotta really know that person. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know what their story is. You can't judge a book by its cover or whatever. But probably the biggest thing I learned from college, though, in all honesty, was just the networking aspect. When people said, it's not about what you know, it's about who you know. Trust me, they are telling the whole truth, nothing but the truth. So help me God, I promise you, they telling you the whole truth.
That's not a lie, because I'm not that good of a college student. I'm good enough to graduate, but I ain't that good, I ain't no 4.0 good.
Right.
But, like, do you feel like college helped you, like, build, like, a core fan base for your platform outside of your city?
Definitely, because I think outside of my city, like, most of my fan base comes from people at USC and, like, Columbia, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, 100%. And it's the same way for Caleb too. You know what I'm saying? He was down there in Charleston Southern, and so like our 3 biggest markets right now is definitely like Spartanburg, Columbia, Charleston, easily.
And you talked about like building your studio. Like, what was the process of building the studio? Like, how did the studio come about?
You mean like the idea of wanting to do it, or
yeah,
like
the idea and the
building
process.
Okay. Well, the idea, I'm not gonna say it wasn't something that was like in the back of my mind, but the people at Chapman Culture Center actually like put it to the front of my mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow, this probably could really happen for real. Met with them one time. They said they were building something, basically a art studio. But it was gonna be like really big, and they were saying that they would like for us to have like our headquarters there and everything. And, I was just sitting there like, wow, like that's actually a really good ass idea. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Having some office space and having like a little recording studio somewhere for photography, blah 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 blah. Fast forward a little bit, we had to move forward from that situation and look at our own situation. God really blessed us with the building we're in now, and that's a whole nother story in its own to how we ended up in the building we're at now. We got in there. A bunch of the work that was done was honestly Caleb and his uncle. You know what I'm saying? I was down here working, pitching whatever money I had to, you know what I'm saying, pitching money to them. I'm pulling up to the studio whenever I can to make sure everything's right, giving my input. But as far as like the manpower behind it, like that was a lot of Caleb, to be honest. We built the booths ourselves. We got when our homeboys to do like the painting of Zeke on the wall. We did the painting ourselves. Like the painting of the walls, the decorations, everything was in-house. Like, it wasn't no outside contractors, none of that. Like, we did it all off the string.
And when it comes to your studio, you just had the grand opening for it last week. And I was there, and it was just nice to see, the fact that you guys had like genuine support, and all those people like out there coming to support you, celebrate what you two have done. Like, what did that genuine support mean to you?
Shit, it meant a lot. It meant a lot, for real, because, in the position that we in right now, it's a lot of people that might say they rocking with us. You know what I'm saying? You never know, like, who really rocking with you till it's time to show that you rocking with us. You know what I'm saying? And that right there, more than anything, was probably a test to see, like, okay, who really rock with us more than anything. Because for me personally, we really didn't. I mean, we posted on Instagram literally a couple times. You know what I mean? And it wasn't even like something where we was trying to make it like a party or something. Like, if you knew to pull up, you was gonna pull up. So that's why I feel like it meant a lot to us, because the people that wanted to come came. It wasn't just like an event like, oh, everybody about to be there, you gotta pull up, like, you gotta be there. It was more so like, if you rock with us, you gonna be there. So that out of anything we've done probably meant the most to me, at least. You know what I'm saying? I can't speak for Doug, but I know for me, the people that was there at that grand opening, that probably meant the most out of anything I've done, to see who was there and who wasn't.
See, and that's like the reason why I pulled up, because you know I wanted to come celebrate you and like all the hard work you've done, and like I just wanted to be around people who wasn't hating, who just wanted to support good product. And, it really warmed my heart to see that. I'm not even gonna lie.
Appreciate that word.
But like, what advice would you have to somebody like who wants to do something similar, or just has like a dream that they want to go accomplish?
I don't want to sound cliche with what I'm saying, or I don't want to sound like it's easier than what it really is. But at the end of the day, you just gotta do that shit. Like, you just gotta, whatever it is you feel like that first step is, do it. Then as soon as you do that first step, do that second step. Then as soon as that second step done, do that third step. Like, too many people get caught up in the finish line and forget that you gotta run them laps first. You get what I'm saying? People forget that you gotta go through, conditioning and strength training. People forget you gotta practice. People forget all that. They forget the process part of it. You know what I'm saying? So I say just do it. It don't matter what it is you want to do. You can tell yourself, my dream is to start a school. Okay, boom. What do you know? Oh, I know how to do math good. Well, you better start tutoring folks. You better start building your money. Start tutoring. You know what I'm saying? Get your money together. Get you a little teaching job. You know what I'm saying? Learn a little real estate or something like that. Buy you a little building. Start your little daycare. Start teaching them something. You feel me? Like, it don't matter. It don't matter what you're doing. At the end of the day, you just got to do it. And you got to just believe in yourself. You feel me? So if you believe in yourself and you know how to tune out the outside chat at the end of the day, because that's probably one of the biggest pieces to it too, just being true to yourself, being self-aware. You know what I'm saying? If you know your abilities and you know what you want out of life, and you know just if you can do it or not, or that you want to do it, you just gonna get off your ass and go do it, period.
And you speak about like the whole being true to yourself thing. Like, was there ever a point in your life where you like, man, like you wanted to do something but you didn't do it because you didn't know if other people like would approve of it?
Yeah, probably rapping. I ain't even gonna lie to you, probably rapping. But nah, I don't think it was just like people not approving of it. I think it's so crazy because I think if I was to like really rap for real, I feel like I would be a star for real, and I don't want to be a star. Like, I don't want to be no star no more. Like, being a star is just it's too much.
So you cool behind the scenes? Yeah,
I'm straight behind it. Maybe later on, like, I do something star worthy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe like be in some movies or some shit like that. Maybe even like produce some albums and stuff like that. I would love to do that, but yeah, I ain't really too into being like the star like that anymore. You know what I mean? Yeah.
As a man who runs their own business, how do you keep your mind sharp?
That's a good question. I mean, I just try to stay active, really, like mentally active. You know what I mean? I read a good bit. I write a good bit. Not even just like writing like journal entries or anything like that, but sometimes I just take out the time to write down, whether it be goals or whatever it is. I might just sit and write. I might have something on my phone and I'm just like I just want to rewrite it. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's the type of stuff that get your brain going. So
I actually heard a story about you where like somebody told me that you would be in your apartment and like you would have like a whole board and like you would write down like goals and it'd be like months or like years ahead.
Yeah,
on your board.
I wonder who told you that.
I forgot who told me that, but it was somebody. It might have been Rashawn.
Rashawn Marcy?
No, McLeod.
Okay, it might be, because he came in 907 and he probably, darn, that's crazy. If it was him, shout out to him for even telling you that, because that's definitely true. I had a big ass calendar in my house, and that's probably definitely what he's talking about. Had a big ass calendar in my house, and it had like the little tack boards or whatever, the little brown boards on the side of it. And like on the side, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it definitely had like goals for me to hit and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Short term, long term, just goals that I definitely needed to hit. You know what I mean? Rather it be next week or it be years from now. It's just like, yeah, I definitely got to make this happen. And I used to make people like that came and visit. I used to make them write something on there too. You know what I'm saying? Like if you gonna come here often, like you gotta have something on there. So every time you come, you see it. You feel me? So, dang, that's crazy. Shout out to Rashawn if he did say that. I'm gonna ask him, but that's fine. That's fine.
So they can't be around you wasting time.
Pretty much. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna be around me often, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't care if you coming to visit me and you just want to chop it up here and there, you know, because at the end of the day, you just here and there. You feel me? Like you ain't really around me. But if you gonna be around me for real, you gotta have some type of purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like what you want to do. You feel me? Like I done sat down with my roommates. Like listen, y'all. Like what the hell y'all finna do? You know what I'm saying? What y'all trying to get out of life? Like for real? Like what is it? We can't just be sitting around bullshitting all the time. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't even to get on them for whatever they got going on, but it's just to motivate more than anything. You feel me? Like, and I ain't trying to knock nobody off their pivot either. At the same time, you get what I'm saying? Like some people feel like what they got going on is exactly what they want out of life. You know what I mean? So, but if that is true, I want you to keep going, going. Don't stop, don't quit. Show me that is exactly what you want to do.
All right, man. Where can people find you, bro?
Man, Young Top Flight. I'm on all social media platforms at TopflightRento, except for Facebook. You're going to have to find my personal name, but if you know, you know. But follow Jetlag at JetlagTV_ on all platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We got a Snapchat too, but we don't really use it like that. But, you know what I'm saying, get on the App Store and search Jetlag TV. We got Jetlag TV Studios open right now. Sessions is available right now. If you need recording, we do photography, videography, whatever. We got a full place for you up in Spartanburg, South Carolina. But if you're in South Carolina, period, you are free to pull up. Go to our Instagram, go to our Twitter, our Facebook, all that, and you will find everything you need.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you for coming, man. And this has been another episode of Reality Roundtable, and I'll see y'all later.
Gang.